Hi, I'm super excited about this one because I'm going to be sharing some new skincare and some new sun protectant and sunscreen that I just started using about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and decided to partner with this brand, and it works beautifully with the SEINT cream makeup. So I'm really excited to share. So what I'm going to do is just do my morning makeup routine and the skincare underneath. So let's get going. Hi, my name's Karen. If we haven't met, I'm a 57-year-old mature makeup artist. I've been doing this for over 4 years now, and I really enjoy showing and sharing and helping other women that look like me, that are dealing with the same skin issues that I am at this age, enjoy and feel good about their makeup and their skin again. So what I'm going to start with first is showing you 2 of the serums that I've started using. The first one is a vitamin C serum, and this is the company I'm partnering with. It's called Pomifera, and this vitamin C serum actually is going to help brighten your skin. It's actually has vitamin E, so it makes it 20 times more potent than just a regular vitamin C serum. So love this. It improves, clarity in your skin. It increases collagen in your skin, which we all need when we start to hollow out in certain areas. So I'm going to start, I've already cleansed my face, and I'm going to go ahead and start with just a couple drops of that, and just apply that to my skin first and let that absorb. It's quick absorbing, so that really helps, and you're going to want to use this morning and night for the best results. So that really absorbed in very quickly and is going to be great. So that's my vitamin C serum, and I think it's really important to, if you don't have one, to find one that is linked with the vitamin E, because the two together really make that vitamin C much more potent. Okay? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a age-defying serum. This is Pomifera Rose Oil, and I'm going to be using this next, again, underneath my makeup and my skincare and my sunscreen. So I'm just going to, again, take a few drops. Now this I want to really rub in, increase that circulation, just really get that. And this also is an oil that is fast absorbing, so we can use our cream makeup over it. We just want to make sure that we let it, give it time to absorb in. But this is going to help with hyperpigmentation. It helps lessen sunspots, age spots. It's an anti-aging serum. And when we're done here, if you're interested in any of this, just comment below skincare, and I'll send you the details on what I'm using and all of the information and the ingredients and everything. It's all natural and vegan and just really great products, all made here in the United States, which I love. So that is great. And if you're not using serums, vitamin C serums and different oils and things like that, and you're still struggling with your skin, then it's something that you might want to try. Okay, so those are the 2 serums that I put on after I wash my face. Another tip about the vitamin C is if I was over by the sink after I washed my face, and if your face is a little bit damp, that vitamin C serum also absorbs much quicker and deeper if your face was damp, which I wasn't, because I'm in the bedroom here with Maggie doing this live. Okay. By the way, I am live here in the chat, so I'm trying to record this so it's just a nice, smooth, easy lesson where I can show and share. But please, at any time you have questions for me, just put them right down here in the comments, and I'll be answering them live on the chat. If you catch this on the replay, please continue to comment and ask questions, because I will do the same. I'll come back and answer all of those and reach out to you if you need help with the products that I'm using today. So we did vitamin C, and I just did an anti-aging serum, and already it really has started to soak in. So, I may do this normally when I get up in the morning, start my skincare, and then go make up my pot of coffee or my cup of coffee, that for the day and then come back later after it has time to absorb all the way in. All right, so the next thing that I found that I'm just obsessed with, I'm so excited because so many of us struggle with finding a light moisturizer that doesn't have silicone in it, a sunscreen that's not full of silicone, because anything that has that silicone in it just does not work well with cream. Okay, so the silicone and the cream, they don't like each other. They tend to slide off. And so if we can find products that don't have that, and you know I'm all about multitasking products, so if I can find a product that does more than one thing, okay, right? Like the SEINT makeup, so many of our cream products with SEINT can do more than one thing. I'm all about that. So this is it. This is also from the same company, Pomifera. This is called Youth. It is a 5-in-1 beauty balm, meaning it's just more than just a moisturizer. It's more than just a tinted BB cream. It's more than just a sunscreen. It's a lot. It's a, it protects against radicals. It protects your skin. So what I want to do is show you how I use this. So I'm going to use this underneath my makeup, underneath my SEINT makeup, and it comes in 4 different shades. The shade I'm using right now is the medium shade. So it's shade 3. And again, if you need help with getting any of these products, just comment skincare and I will reach out to you and help you. So this is what they call their 5-in-1 beauty balm, or like a BB cream. So as you can see, it does have a little tint to it, but it again is not, you could build it up if you wanted to just wear this on its own, but I use it as a sunscreen, moisturizer, primer, protectant, all underneath my 3D foundation. Now, if I was just going to spend the day and not do my makeup for the day, but I still need to wear a moisturizer and a sunscreen, which we all should be, even if we're not going outside, then this I would wear probably just on its own after I did my skincare. So you can see that it's also buildable. So let's say I did want to just wear it on its own. I can continue to add a bit more because it is tinted. And this is the medium. And you can see just the beautiful glow. It moisturizes, it has SPF of 30, but it's a chemical-free SPF. So it's not derived from chemicals, it's natural zinc, and it's just gonna give you the UVA and the UVB protection. It also helps just even out a little bit of your skin tone with that slight tint. Moisturizes, helps with, making your skin just look plump and youthful, and protects your skin. So if you're looking for a sunscreen and a moisturizer, and you love the idea of having it in one combination, then comment skincare and I will send you the information about this balm as well. Okay, so now that we have that on, we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, just look at that. Isn't that just great? Very, very light, not too heavy, feels really light, and comes in 4 different shades, so I can help you with your shades as well. So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna start with my makeup, okay? So if you have questions on that, let me know. So I'm gonna start first by toning, a little bit of toning, and if you have watched my videos recently, toning is all about using a little bit of cream bronzer, a very light sheer bronzer, to actually add color in places where you have a high level of contrast. So if you have a lot of discoloration on your eyelids, discoloration underneath your eyes, but around it, it's much brighter and lighter, you can use toning, and a nice sheer bronzer works really great. This one that I'm using is from SEINT, and as you can see, as I start to just kind of buff this on a few areas and just really continue to buff it out, it's going to help with that high contrast. And so the areas that are much darker aren't going to seem as dark, and the areas that are much lighter are not going to seem as light. And so when I go to color correct and put on the rest of my makeup, I'm going to be using so much less of all of that. And that's our goal, especially as we start to get, I think for everybody, I'm not going to say it's an age thing, but I think as your skin matures, the less makeup, the less layers of makeup you can add to your face, the happier you're going to be, the happier your skin is going to be. It's going to not look cakey, and you're just going to use a lot less makeup. And that's what it's all about, especially when you're using high quality, high pigmented makeups like this SEINT cream makeup. So you can see just that little bit around the under eye discoloration. My lids were so much darker, but now adding some up here and on the inside where I have these kind of white little pockets of fat, little fatty pockets on the inside of my eye, you know, so that just helps. Also here where I have my sunspot, I'm going to do just a little bit of toning around it so that I break up a bit of that discoloration. So just taking a light amount and just slightly feathering out around the sunspot, or if I had a patch of melasma. So you can see how I'm just slightly bringing that out. What I want to do with this is really just break up those harsh lines so that it's not as noticeable. The sunspot is not as noticeable against the rest of the skin tone around it. Once I have that on there, then I'm just going to start to pull it away a bit. So I'm just slightly feathering that out. And as you can see, it just slightly started to break up some of that so you don't see it as intensely. And then when I go in to do my color correcting and my regular foundation, it's not going to be as big of a distraction. And I used like barely any. Now don't forget with with bronzer, you can also use it to go in and warm up your skin, and I'll do that as well because everything here is so multitasking. So what we're going to do is just hop right into contouring. I'm going to take my detail brush, tap into my contour, and I'm going to tap and press my contour right up into my hairline where it would be the darkest, where the shadow would be. And then depending on your own forehead and the length, the height of it and the width, you decide how far to come down. But this contour now becomes part of my foundation. So I'm not going to layer anything over the top of the contour. That actually becomes part of my foundation. Coming in, I'm going to just kind of chisel out and define my cheekbones. So I'm tapping into my contour, and I'm just going to wiggle a bit of contour right up underneath my cheekbones, and then take that brush and just start to kind of tap and flick up and blend that contour in a bit. Go in on the other side. You can see just how quick and easy this is when you have everything right here in your palette. Oh, Maggie's being naughty. Maggie's my puppy. She's 3 months old. She's a little mini golden doodle, and she is being a little naughty, chewing on, what are you chewing on? I think she's chewing on the back of my rug. I'm gonna have to get her here in a second. Okay, so contouring up on the forehead, underneath my cheekbones. Let's do a little contour underneath our jawline to help chisel and define out underneath our jaw. And I'm just bringing that right along here. I like to bring some behind the ear and then just pull that down. And that just is adding, again, just emphasizing your jawline, adding a shadow. That's all that contour is really about, is defining your bone structure and just adding a shadow so that you are noticing your skin, your bone structure, and emphasizing all of that over the things you don't want. All right, so that's easy. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we've already toned. Now we're gonna go in and color correct. Just tap in again the smallest amount right into this kind of peachy orange shade. And I'm going to color correct my eyelids. And because I toned around them ahead of time, I don't have to use as much, but they do still have bluish purple veins. They're thinner. I do want to still color correct my lids so that when I go to apply my eyeshadow, I'm almost kind of priming them. I'm going to put some, I'll put some setting powder over the top before I do my eyeshadow, but really I'm just tapping the smallest amount right on my eyelids because that's an area that I like to color correct and even out, okay? Another place would be, again, underneath your eyes. We did tone under, but we didn't really do anything where we have the bluish purple discoloration. So I'm just going to take the smallest amount again, just lightly tapping, and only add the color where I see that dark purple or that dark brown. I don't need to put it directly, layer a ton of it directly underneath my eye. I can even take my finger and just lightly tap this underneath. again, just to soften and filter with that orangey peach tone any excess darkness that is still bothering you, even though you have kind of added some color around it. Now we're actually color correcting and just helping to filter some of that out. Okay, super easy. Another place I want to help filter and color correct with my color corrector shade is down here on my chin and around my nose. So around my nose gets reddish purple, right here on the tip and around my nostrils. So I'm going to just tap and press. And then down here on my chin, I have broken veins, like broken capillaries. They're really purpley red. And so just look at that, how just adding a bit of that color corrector right there helps to neutralize and make that area not emphasized. Okay, same thing with my sunspot. We're going to come in and I'm just going to tap with my finger a little bit of my color corrector shade just right on that sunspot, just tapping. Again, all we're trying to do is break up hard lines, lessen the distraction. We're not going to take things away. Makeup doesn't remove things, and we definitely don't want to use makeup to mask out things on our face. We don't want to layer so much on our face that we're actually, you know, making it look heavy or masking. We just want to emphasize the things that are positive, and we want to lessen the distraction of the things that bother us. All right, so I'm going to switch over to a different brush, and I'm going to tap into my main foundation shade, which is this shade here, and just come in and lightly tap. I'm not going to swipe because I do have makeup underneath, but you can see how little. I hope you can. Tap, tap. And I'm just looking on my face where I haven't, you know, applied, where maybe I need some coverage, where my skin tone doesn't really have any other makeup on it, you know. So I'm trying to keep things close to the single layer as I can. And where I do have makeup already, I'm just going to take my brush without adding, and now I'm just going to come in and stipple and pounce so that I seamlessly press and mix and blend all these colors together, and I'm pressing it into my skin. So one, I'm not getting any makeup sitting in my fine lines, I'm not getting any texture, and I'm really getting it just pressed in to make it look more skin-like. And there we go. So that is the main contouring, adding some color corrector, toning, and then what we'll do is we can come in with a little bit of brightener. This would be what you might think of like a, let me fix that real quick, your concealer, but I'm gonna not use it to conceal. Again, we're not concealing things. We're actually trying to filter, add a shadow, or we're trying to pull forward and brighten. So with a brightener, we're trying to pull forward parts of our face that we want to emphasize that might have a little bit of a shadow. We want to brighten. So areas I like to do that are this part of my face here, kind of this triangle here. So down the nose, inside of the eye where your nose kind of casts a shadow, out here, high up to add a little lift and some brightness, and put a bit above my Cupid's bow to pull forward. And then sometimes you can also, if you have under eye, see the under eye bag, here's the darkness, here's the under eye bag. But if you add a little brightness right underneath, not on the bag, because we don't want to pull that forward, but we want to maybe pull forward those little indentations under so that we're brightening this part of our face. So I'm just going to take, oh, she's being so bad. I'll have to show you her when we're done. Take this brush here and just start pouncing. Again, we're just blending. You can also use your finger if you want to press in and to blend those colors, that lighter color, but I'm just pressing it, pushing it in. I'm not swiping because we don't want to swipe off the makeup underneath. We just want to press it in and blend it in with the rest of the makeup that we have around it. So just a little brightness. It doesn't have to be over the top. Like you say, you don't have to wear a ton of makeup. You don't have to layer a ton of makeup, but you can still get a really beautiful glow and a really natural finish with cream makeup. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've evened out our skin tone, we've warmed it up a little bit, we've added brightener, color corrector. We need to add color, right? We need to add some lip and cheek color. So I'm going to add this color here. It's called Tiger Lily. It's a really pretty coral. I'm going to add it to my lips. It's just really fun. Gives me some brightness to my lips. And then I'm going to add it to my cheeks because, you know, a lot of times I'll have some of my clients say, you know, I really just don't wear blush. I just want some color corrector, some foundation. I don't want to wear blush, but it's really important. Look at the difference. Watch here when I go in and add some color to your cheeks. And even though that color looked so vibrant, but look at how it blends out. That's the magic of cream, okay? And it's multitasking, so we can use it as lip color and as blush. And it's buildable because cream loves cream. So you can mix cream on top of cream. You can keep blending. You can add more if you wanted more. But that's just really, really simple way to add some color. Look at the difference there. Adding some color to your lips and to your cheeks, some more of that vibrancy. And what about our eyes, right? So stopping like, well, I don't wear eyeshadow, or I don't wear mascara, or I don't do my brows. So this is great, but watch what happens when you do your eyes and your brows. And again, this makeup is so multitasking. I'm going to grab a brush here. This is a multitasker brush that has a little spoolie, so I can tame up my brows. And then I'm actually going to take this end that's angled, dip it into my contour, my cream contour, and fill in and line my brows. Okay, so we're just using the contour. You can also use sometimes one of your eyeshadows if it's appropriate match to your skin. But I just love using my contour because it's already kind of like a pomade, you know, because it's cream. And then I'll just take the other end of this spoolie, make sure I don't have anything on it, there we go, and just brush that in, kind of tame them up. But just that little bit, look at the difference, just here compared to over here, how it frames your eyes. And again, multitasking, everything's here in my palette. And if you're interested in a palette, today's your day. Let's go ahead and get you color matched. Just comment match, M-A-T-C-H, comment match, and I will send you my color match form. It's secure. Nobody sees it but me. It comes directly to me after you fill it out. It's an online virtual form. It's a great way to see what shades will work best for you, to get recommendations from me, and that is the best way to get started. So just comment match if you have not been color matched to Saint Makeup and you want to. But just so already look at how the difference. And we've not been on here very long, and I've done pretty much everything out of this whole palette here. Okay, right? About 85% of my makeup is out of here. Okay, so what else can we do from this palette? Well, we can add a little more shimmer. This is an illuminator. This one's called Nova. I like it because it's really pretty with this coral color. It's not quite gold, and it's not, yeah, it's just this really pretty kind of, when you turn against the light, you get this gorgeous shimmer. You can also put these over your lips. So if I wanted that lip color to have a little shimmer, which is so popular right now, there's a lot of the expensive lip colors are coming out with like a glitter or a shimmer to them. Well, it's all right here, and it's multitasking. So I can use my lip color, use it as blush, use it on my lips. Okay, so eyeshadow. You can put eyeshadows right inside your palette. We have so many gorgeous eyeshadows. We have a lot of lip and cheek colors. So I'm just going to grab an eyeshadow brush if I can find mine. Let's see, what did I do with it? That's always the struggle. I think that's the hardest thing for me is there it is, finding my brushes. I'm just going to take just a little bit of translucent setting powder. This fits right in my palette as well. And I'm just going to set my eyelids with this powder, because I do have cream makeup on my lids. If you want to use it as a primer, just set it with a little translucent, finely milled setting powder. This isn't a pressed powder. It's not a colored powder. It's translucent, and it will just help my eyeshadow go on so much nicer, and it sets those eyes. So really quick, I'm just gonna do a really nice natural eyeshadow. Just pick up a nice pretty neutral. These are highly pigmented eyeshadows. They are powders, but they are so pigmented, they almost feel velvety when they go on. They almost look like they could be a cream, but look at the color that you get because there's so much pigment. And then just a little contrasting shade to go in my outer crease, in my natural crease, up on my fake crease because this eye is a little more hooded, up here on the brow. Tilt my head forward so I can see. And just adding just a little definition to your crease and your outer eye, adding, making your eyes pop. And you can do a very simple 2 eyeshadow look like this, just with 2 monochromatic shades, a shade that's a little bit lighter in tone and a shade that's a bit darker in tone. And really easy. These 2 are from SEINT, these 2 eyeshadows, and they're just really, really pretty to work together. Okay, so once you have done that, and I'm gonna put my mascara on in a second, but before I do that, I'm just gonna set my makeup with my setting spray. Just shake this up because cream makeup sits on top of your face. You want to set your makeup. It makes it last throughout the day, so shake it up and then just spritz it all over, let that dry, and that helps set your makeup for the day. Let's grab some mascara. Let's see. Questions for me as I am doing my mascara. Let me know. I will answer all of them because I am live here in the chat, so I can answer all your questions for you as we're going along. If you're catching it on the replay, keep asking questions. Just comment replay and then ask your question and I will be back to answer it. I'll post this replay of this live right on my feed so you can see it. And what else can we talk about? Maggie, my little puppy, she is being so quiet and so good. She is actually, I'll show you here when we're all done. She just went into her crate and grabbed one of her chew bones. So that's much better than chewing on the bottom of my rug, right? Much better. So a little bit of mascara. I might just take the wand and just lightly brush over the bottom, not a lot. If you have trouble underneath your eyes and you need to set underneath your eyes a bit more, like with a little translucent setting powder, you sure can do that. And remember, it's right here in your palette. So you can just take a little brush, pick up, press into that. And if you need to set, after you do your setting spray, you can come in underneath your eyes and just set with a little translucent powder. Let's say you are more oily, combination skin, and you feel like your T-zone sometimes just gets a little too shiny. Then again, just press into that translucent powder and then just add that. Easy, easy. It's all right here. That's what I love about this. So let's recap really quick. If you're interested in getting all the information about the skincare line that I'm using, I'm going to be sharing more about the actual cleansing and moisturizing and different products that they have. But for my daytime, underneath my SEINT makeup, I use the vitamin C serum and a rejuvenating rose oil anti-aging serum. I am obsessed with this. This is my new light moisturizer combination sunscreen, 5-in-1 tinted BB cream. It's called the 5-in-1 Balm, Beauty Balm, and it comes in 4 shades. I'm using shade number 3. If you need help and want information about what I used here, just comment skincare and I will reach out to you and get you all that information. This alone is amazing. I think, like I said, we all struggle if we're using cream makeup to find products that are not full of silicone because the silicone and the cream makeup don't sit together nicely. This product is wonderful and it's natural. It's not a chemical-based sun protectant. It is a zinc natural-based sun protectant. It has green algae for firming. It has it's got all sorts of stuff for, I can't even pronounce it right now, but it has, it helps protect your skin against, pollution, the free radicals. It helps with moisturizing. So this I put underneath my SEINT makeup. And as you can see, it still looks very natural, very glowy. I didn't have to use as much of my cream makeup. And this is all SEINT. If you're interested in getting your own palette like I have here, okay, with eyeshadows, lip and cheek colors, bronzer, which by the way, we toned with the bronzer, but I didn't go back in and add more warmth, but I sure could have. I could take my brush and go back in, and if I wanted even more bronzing and some more warmth to my skin, because who doesn't want that beautiful glow all year round, I can come back in and add even more bronzer. Everything is right here in this palette. Everything. And I can color match you, help you get that, and you just comment the word match, and I will help you choose your contour, your 3 shades that you need for color correcting, your main shade, and your brightener shade. I'm going to pick out a bronzer shade for you so you can use it to actually bronze, but also to tone your skin, help even out your skin tone. You can pick out your lip and cheek colors. I'll recommend a couple for you. Illuminators, if you want eyeshadows, you just let me know what you want in it, because this is custom to you. You get to choose, and I'll recommend the brushes that you need based on the type of finished application you look. But truthfully, these brushes that I used here are my favorite brushes. They're all double-ended. They're such high quality. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining, and I cannot wait to talk to you about the skincare line that I'm using, about the BB moisturizing sunscreen that I want to get you all hooked up with. And of course, if you haven't been color matched, I want to help you get started with your SEINT 3D foundation. So thanks again, and I will see you later. Have a great day. Okay, bye-bye.